everybody, it's Coach Chris. I have a lower body workout for you guys today. We're going to start just by warming up the lower body a little bit with some squats and some multi-directional work. So let's just take our feet nice just outside your hips. Abs ready, you don't need any weight for this first part. You will need some dumbbells later on and something to sit on. I have a step. A double tiered step, so it's really high. A chair would probably work really well for most of you guys. And you also are probably going to want a very light mini band. Right, but let's get started. We're going to start off with 10 squats. So like I said, feet just outside of hips. Your hands can be just at your chest. Just going to come down and up. Thinking about sending your hips back, squeezing your butt. And 10. All right, so now we're going to do some around the world. So what we're going to do is you're going to lunge forward, lunge to the side, actually be a ladder squat, lunge to the back, step together, and then we'll repeat on the opposite side, and we're going to do it 3 times round. All right, so right foot starts, lunge forward, watch balance, step together, lateral squat, step back for your lunge, repeat on the other side, step backwards. So we're literally going around the world, come to the other side, and then forward. So that's 1. Forward, side, back, switch, back, side, forward. Once more, forward, side, back. So when you do the back, it works the glutes. The side is for the hips. And the front is for the quads. All right, give it a little bit of shake. We're gonna do that whole thing one more time. So start right with your squats, feet just outside of hips. Hands can be right at your chest. 10 of them. And then going directly into our round the world squats and lunges. Forward, side, back, back on the other side, side, forward. 2 more rounds. Forward, side, back, back, side, and forward. 1 more time. Front, side, back, back, side, and forward. All right, give everything a little bit of shake. Now that you are nice and warmed up, we're going to start our first, what do we have going on here? Our first superset, all right? So you don't need any weight for this first part. We're going to do a curtsy squat followed by a leg extension. So what I want you to do is you're going to take your right leg behind, try to keep your hips forward as you come into your curtsy squat. Step together, just tap your toe and extend, all right? Kick. So I guess this isn't a superset, it's more of a compound move. We'll do 8 on each side. We've got 2 more. And 1 more. Oh, I am seeing it now. It is a superset. All right, let's do the other side. So we have another exercise we're going to do directly after this, which makes it a superset. 2 exercises with no rest. Our curtsy kick combo is exercise number 1. Just tuck one knee behind the other. Really extend on the kick without flinging. This is 8. All right, second exercise we're gonna do to go along with that is 10 touchdown squats. It's a jump with a touch and in. If you don't wanna jump, step to the side, step to the other side. We've got 10 total. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew, all right, give everything a little bit of a shake. We're going to do that 2 more times through. So like I said, you don't need any weight for this first part. Now you can see why. All right. Check it out, pressure, he's napping over here. All right. Curtsy, back to our curtsy lunge kick combo. So when you kick, try not to fling your leg, but really work the hip flexor to lift, brace your core, extending, flexing your thigh to get the kick. All right, here we go for your curtsies. Curtsy, kick. 2, you can tap between if you want. You may find as you progress that sometimes you don't have to. Seven and 8. All right, right into the other side. Curtsy, kick. 6, 7, 8. All right, right into it, right down into our touchdown squats. Remember, you don't have to jump if you don't have to. Try to keep your chest lifted, 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take a second, shake your legs, catch your breath. Got one more round. All right, so when you do your curtsy squat, it's not about twisting through your body. You're trying to keep your hips going straight ahead. So it's literally just got a little bit of a tuck behind, always thinking about driving that hip forward and coming straight down like a merry-go-round horse. All right, here we go, 8 of them. Curtsy, kick. Keep the weight in your heel as you curtsy. And keep your body forward. Kick, last one. Plant your foot right into the other side. Gonna try to keep things going here a little bit so we can work our endurance. Press through your heel and your kick. This is 7. Last one. All right, right into it, 10. Let's make them nice and quick this time so you can speed it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Whew, all right, give it a little bit of a shake. I'm gonna start talking you through your next group of exercises. Get a quick drink. We have 2 more exercises for our next superset. You're going to want your chair or your step. You are also going to want some weights. So these are our 2 exercises. The first one we're going to do is a split stance deadlift. All right, and we're going to do 8 of them. So you're going to start with your right foot forward. Your left foot is kicked back. Body is nice and tall. And you're just literally going to tip yourself forward. Weight is in the front heel. And lift yourself up. You're going to do 8 on each side. to send your butt back and not bend your front knee too much. It's just a soft bend. And that's 8. Step your foot in, step the other foot back, not on a tight rope. All right, make it on railroad track so you have some balance. Bend the front knee a little bit, just on your toes in the back, shoulders back and down, and armpits are clamped in. Tip forward and up. Majority of your weight is in your front leg, especially your front heel. Back is nice and straight. 2 more. Here's our last one. All the way up. Step your feet in. Bend your knees as you put your weight down. You're not going to want weight for this one. Trust me. All right, we're going to do a single leg squat to the box. Now, my box is a little small. All right, but we'll see. And I like to start actually sitting on the box with my leg out in front. Now, your options are to keep your leg touching or to lift it up a little bit. What you're trying to do is stand up on one foot and then sit yourself down. We're going to do 8 of them on each leg. And you can see why you don't need any weight for these. These are hard. 5. Try to control yourself on the way down. Like I said, my box is a little on the short side, so I have to really work to not crash down. And 8. Whew. All right, let's change sides. Let's see how this side is. When I balance, this is my wobbly side, so we'll see. All right, leg lifts up, all right, and press up. 1, whoo. 2, so your modification is to leave the heel lightly on the floor as you build up strength in the other leg, because eventually you'll be able to lift it up. Not that time. 1 more. Good, go ahead, catch your breath. Shake your legs out a little bit. We're gonna do that whole set through 1 more time. All right? So go ahead, pick up your weights. We start with our staggered stance, which means 1 foot's forward, 1 foot is back. Not really far, just a little bit. Heel is lifted, abs are in. Little bend to the standing leg, the front leg. We tip, keeping the neck straight back. Bring it back up. We have 8 on each side. Try to keep your chin tucked so your neck is long. Your shoulders are back and down. And you're not pushing off your back foot. One more. Step in. Change feet. Switch your stance. Take a second to just reset everything and tip forward. So you should really be feeling this right through your hamstrings and your glutes. Try not to let the weights drag you down. So you're bracing your core, protecting your low back. 2 more. And here's your last one. Stand yourself up. Bend your knees to put your weights down. Catch your breath for a second. And we're going to try those single-legged squats 1 more time. All right. Foot comes out in front. Remember, it can be up or down, right? All the work, you're trying to get as much work as you can in the foot that is planted. All right, we have 8 of them. Good luck. Here we go. 1, control the way down. 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. All the way down. Switch legs. So while the glute is getting a workout because you're pushing yourself up, the leg that you're lifting, actually the quad and the hip flexor are getting some work too, right? You can feel that? All right. Woo, 8 more, here we go. 1, 2, I'm gonna use my heel down. 3, 4, 5, I'm still pressing through the foot that's really grounded. Heel on the other leg is just giving me some balance. And 8 right here. Have a seat. Ooh, all right, thank goodness those are over. All right, so we don't need our step anymore. And you don't need your weights. Get that out of the way. Oh, sorry, Thresher, didn't mean to bother you from your nap. All right, you do need your mini band. And this is a quad set that we're going to go through 4 times. All right, the first exercise, you can use a band if you want to. I don't like to use the band for the marching hip bridge because I feel like it moves around too much for me. So I'm gonna put it on for my second exercise. But we have 4 exercises that we're going to, I think we're gonna do 10 of everything. We'll see, all right. But we're gonna start with a marching hip bridge. So band or no band for the first one. What you're gonna bring yourself down. All right, heels are in relatively close. You wanna have your knees and your ankles lined up. And you're gonna lift yourself up. So you're up in your bridge, and really gonna lift your knee up, down, other side up, down. So if we're doing 10 on everything, that means 20 total. You're pressing through your heel to keep your glutes lifted. We're already halfway. Try to keep a 90-degree bend in your knee. 1 more. And then roll yourself on down. Come on up, grab your band, all right? And you're going to put it right around like the sole to arch of your foot. Before you use your band, you always want to look at it and make sure there are no rips. All right, band work does take some time to get used to find the sweet spot where the band will hopefully stay flat, and to know that if it does not stay flat, you just need to change it. Just stop and fix it. All right, so we're going to go into a leg press. All right, so what I want you guys to do is you're gonna come up into like a reverse tabletop. All right, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna press one leg out, and then you're gonna press the other leg out. You're keeping your abs in. And your knee returns to over your hip every time. And you're really using the resistance of that band. Just work through your hamstrings. You're also pulling in your low core, and this is 10 right here. All right, so the next one we're going to do is going to be a really good exercise to strengthen through your hips. It's very similar to our marching plank, our marching bridge that we did earlier, except you're going to stay on your back. All right, your legs are going to be down, legs completely down. All right, so you're totally long, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna bring one knee in, hopefully over your hip, or close to it, back down, and then the other side. So you want a pretty light band for this. If you have knee issues, want to go with no band, or really limit your range of motion until you build up some strength. But this is really good for strengthening your hip flexors, which is great for all my cyclists out there and runners. Will help with lifting your knee. 2 more. And here's your last set. Good, now you can leave the band on or off for this, it doesn't really matter, because you're just gonna lift yourself up for a glute bridge and we're just gonna hold it. So stretch your hips back out after all that work that they just did. And then lower yourself on down. All right, we're gonna do one more set. Give everything a little bit of a shake. Remember, you can keep your band on for the marching bridges if you want. I don't like it with them on. All right, so remember we do 10 of everything. This is our last round. All right, so lift yourself up nice and high into your glute bridge. Lift one knee, down, the other, down. Really pressing to the foot that stays on the floor. Try not to use your arms to press yourself up too much, right? But recruiting the muscles in your posterior chain. 9 and 10. Go ahead and lower yourself down. Roll up just enough to put your mini band back on. Checking it, making sure. Putting it right around the soles of your feet. Trying to make sure that it is there secure where it's not going to fling off and it's not going to curl up on you. Really making sure it's nice and flat. All right, and then bring yourself back down. All right, knees over hips, shins parallel to the floor. You push out and in, out and in. Keep your low back towards the mat. And you control it on the way back. The band doesn't pull you back, but you push away and you pull in. Twice more. And that was 10. Go ahead and straighten out your legs nice and long. Arms are at your sides. And we're going to work our hip flexors a little bit. All right, so try to pull your core in before you get started. Flex your feet. Knee comes up. Other knee comes up. Think about the position you would be in if you were to do high knees or step-ups if you were standing. You want to get your knee level with your hip. This is 8. 9, and here's our last one, 10. Put your feet on the floor. Just lift yourself up for a nice glute bridge. Stretch out through your hip flexors because they were just working very hard. And then roll yourself down. Come on up, take your band off. All right, and that was your leg workout, lower body workout for today. A little bit of core worked in, all right? If you guys have any specific exercises you need help with, or any ways that you need, any ideas for different ways to modify any of these exercises so they work better for you, let me know. And we'll just see you next time.